Hello and welcome to a new music class with Miguel. So this is the base video for ninth grade. So that means that the only person watching this video is Juan Carlos. So good for you. Welcome back. Today we're going to be learning some bass exercises. Now they're not going to be like a specific groove or a specific song or something like that. It's going to be more of technique, something that's going to stretch your fingers and make them more flexible. And these exercises are going to be good for warm-ups when you are, for example, before playing in a concert, you can do these exercises as a warm-up to make your fingers more used to getting them ready to play in a concert. Now, I think you know this already, but I'm going to review it just in case, how to read bass tabs. Okay, why? Because we're going to be using both notations. Okay, the normal one with the staff and the lines and the spaces and everything, quarter notes, eighth notes. But we're also going to be using tabs. Now, tabs are a little bit easier to read. Okay, now as with guitar, the tabs. This means you're going to have each line is going to be one string of the bass. So this is the first string of the bass, this is the second one, the third, and the fourth. And these numbers are going to be the frets that you're going to be playing. So if, for example, here it says 0, it means you're going to play the string open like this. And when it says here, for example, 3, it means you're going to play that string on the third fret. Okay? Be careful where what string you are playing, because for example these 4 notes are going to be played on the last string, okay? But then the next 2 are going to be played on the 5th string. Okay, so be careful with that. But I think you know already how to play, how to read tabs. Moving on. So this is the first exercise that we're going to be using. I think I did it with you already, but I'm going to just leave it there so you can go to it whenever you want to. Okay, it's simply, we're going to be playing 4 frets. We're going to be playing the 3rd fret, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Now, parenthesis, I'm using a guitar because this is where I record and my amplifier is not functioning well. So if I take up my bass and it's not plugged into any amplifier, you will not be able to listen to it. So I'm using a guitar, but it's the same thing. So we're going to be using frets 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and we're going to be moving along the strings. So the first bar, it says here, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, and for each fret we're going to be using 1 finger, as I put here in this table right here. Every time I play the fret 3 in any string, I'm going to be using finger number 1. Every time I play the 4th fret, I'm going to be using finger number 2. Every time I play the 5th fret, it's going to be finger number 3. And every time I play the 6th fret, it's going to be finger number 4. So the first bar is on the last string of the bass, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the second bar, it's the same, but on the next string. The next bar is on the next string, and then on the last string. Okay, so everything is going to be something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the ascending part of the exercise. Now the descending part is exactly the same by going backwards. So it will sound like this: 3, 4. Okay, so the entire exercise is going to sound like this with both ascending and descending parts: 1, 2, 3, 4. that is going to give you flexibility in your fingers. Now when you do this, try to not like raise your fingers. For example, if you're using the pinky at one point here, okay, here, don't do this, okay? Try to keep your fingers as close to the fretboard as possible, okay, at all times, so that it's easier for you to move around the fret. Because when you do this, then the next note is that your finger has to travel a lot to go back to the first fret, okay? So try to keep your fingers as close as possible. That is the first exercise. Pretty easy. I think you can do this with no problem. Then exercise number 2 is going to be finger combinations. Now, not in every song you're going to be playing the frets in order, like, okay? You're going to be playing mostly a very big variety of combinations, okay? And they're going to be like mixed up. So this exercise is going to help you with that. In this exercise, we're only going to be using the last string of the bass, okay? This one. And we're going to be using now, instead of frets 3, 4, 5, and 6, we're going to be using frets 5, 6, 7, and 8. And as the other exercise, we're going to be using one finger per fret. So for fret 5 is finger 1, fret 6 is finger 2, fret 7 is finger 3, and fret 8 is finger 4. Okay? Now, I'm going to be playing it. This is the first time I play it, so I don't know if I'm going to do it at first correctly. Let's see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, very good. So it sounds weird, I know, but the point of the exercise is not for it to sound nice. It's for you to like grab that skill of playing different frets, okay, in different orders, in a continuous way. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you can do it in a faster beat than this. Okay, so instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if you want to go faster, go faster. Always use a metronome. Now, it's very, very important that you use a metronome. And when you upload your videos, use a metronome. Not only for you, but for me. I want to hear you playing with the metronome. I want to be able to hear the metronome to see that you are playing on the beat. It's very, very important. It's a requirement of the video. Do it with a metronome. Okay? And here we have exercise number 3. Now this is going to be more focused on the right hand, not the left hand. The other exercises were focused on the left hand, but now this one is going to be focusing on the right hand, the one that's going to be doing this. Okay? It says here, alternate fingers 1 and 2 of your right hand when playing the exercise. Okay, it means that we play one note with this one, and then the next note is going to be doing with the other finger. Okay? We're not going to repeat one finger. Everything is going to be alternating fingers. Okay? Like this. Okay? So in this exercise, we have the first bar is quarter notes, so 1 note per beat. The second exercise is 8 notes, 2 notes per beat. Taka, 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 taka. And then the third bar is going to be 16th notes, 4 notes per beat. Taka, 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 taka. So if I do that for the entire exercise using the taka system, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ta. Taka, 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 taka. Taka, 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 taka. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to be using the bass, in my case, the guitar. We're only going to be playing the last string on fret number 5, this one. So it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me do it one more time. I don't know if you will able to hear it. Let me just also lower my camera so you can see what exactly I am playing. I'm gonna focus on this hand right here, okay? Because this one is not gonna change at all. Everything's gonna be on the 5th fret. So it's gonna be like this. Notice that I am alternating my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? One thing that's gonna help you, I think, I hope so, is that when you're playing these 16th notes on the 3rd bar, try to make always the first 16th of every beat. Like, for example, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Give those notes a little bit more of an emphasis or focus. So it's gonna feel like taka 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 taka. It's gonna help you with the beat, I think. Or even if you don't play it, think of it that way, like taka 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 taka. Now this, I recommend this exercise played at a slow beat, like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because if you do it in a very fast tempo, the 16th notes are going to be impossible to be played. Okay, so for example, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's going to be hard. Okay, especially in the bass. Right now it's easier because I have a guitar. The string is thinner, so it's easier. But if you do it too fast in the bass, it's going to be way too complicated. Okay, maybe if you're more advanced, you can do it. But right now, it doesn't make any sense to make it fast. Okay, so I think it's best to go slow, so that you can from then start going faster and faster. Okay, to play fast, you have to first play slow. Golden rule in every instrument ever, okay, especially the bass. So those are the 3 exercises that you have to practice. Now, I think you're gonna be watching this video on Wednesday, because that's yes, this is the day that you have instrument. That means that you have until Tuesday 9 p.m. to upload your video to Schoology. Why? Because I'm giving you the most time to practice the exercises and for you to upload a good video. Okay. Also, because the next Wednesday you're gonna have another video, so you don't want everything to like go stacked up. Okay. Remember, when you're playing the exercises and when you are recording the exercises for your task, have a metronome playing with you, okay? And I want to be able to hear it, to see that you are falling into the beat. Now, you can find a metronome in online. You just Google online metronome, and the first thing it will appear. You press play and you'll hear the kick. Pop. You can go faster with that. You can go slower with that. Everything is right there. So do that. If you have any questions, you can always write to me. That's it. Practice a lot, and I will see you next class. Bye bye.